Hello, hello. Welcome in. Sorry, I was having a little issue with the technology. How are you? How is everyone doing? This is Weekly Spirit Boost. I am Tammy Mashtaberti, best-selling author of the books The Universe is Talking to You and the newest book, The Higher Help Method, which is linked below, I believe. And I hope everyone is doing well. I know we just went through an election here in the United States. Some people are happy, some people are not. Wherever you are, I always tell you do something that brings you joy to lift your spirits, and I want you to do that this weekend as well. And I will leave you with that. However, what I decided to do today was I wanted to ask the universe, since we're in the last two months of 2024, I wanted to ask the universe, what do we most need to know, understand, or be aware of to get through the next 2 months in the happiest, healthiest way possible. November and December are, I don't know why this microphone is just, you guys, right now, it just keeps falling on me. So I'm not sure what's going on. You have to just excuse me for a moment. That might fix it. Okay. We're in the last 2 months of the year. Holidays galore are happening. Stress is happening. Busyness is happening. But I also like to always take these, 2 months to really prepare myself. And I'll be talking about this, over the next couple of months as I'm on here with you guys. But I like to take the next couple of months to really prepare for the next year, right? What do I want to create? What do I want to leave behind? And it's just a crazy time right now in the world, and it's a crazy time of year. So I thought to myself, well, I haven't done an oracle card reading on my weekly spirit boost in a couple of months, really. So I said, let me just come on here. We're the beginning of November. We have 2 months left, less than 2 months now of the year. Let's ask the universe for help, right? Let's ask the universe to assist us and give us some advice on what we most need to know, understand, be aware of, or do to get through the next 2 months of the year with joy, with happiness, in peace, in ease, to end this year on a happy note. What do we, mind you, I don't know if Facebook and YouTube can see the little tail that's happening here. Instagram can actually see the full cat. This is Callie. So, and I'll update you on my cats at the end. And if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, check my stories today because I have an update on the cats. Okay. So what do we most need to know? So we are going to my go-to deck, the Wisdom of the Oracle cards, and we're going to ask. We're just going to ask, what do we need to know? How can we prepare? What do we need to do so that we can cruise through these next 2 months in a positive, high vibrational state so that we can end this year on a happy, good vibrational note so that we're carrying that into 2025. So let's do it. Wisdom of the Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed is what we will be using. This is what I use in my membership community readings. This is what I use in my one-on-one sessions. I love these cards. Callie gave up. She's like, I'm done with you. Okay, so let's ask. Let's see. So we're going to shuffle the cards. I always call in my angels when I'm doing it on behalf of an individual. I will call in their higher help team. But for the group, I always call in my higher help team. So I call in my angels, my guides, my loved ones who have passed on, all those in my soul society, only those of the highest of vibration to be with me now. And I am going to ask on behalf of whether you are watching this live with me or you come across this. I know the majority of you come across this on the replay. Hello, replay people. I am just going to ask whether you are live or on the replay. Please use these cards and tell me what everyone needs to know, understand, be aware of, or do to move through the rest of 2024 in a higher vibrational state with more happiness, more ease, more joy, and more success. So that we end 2024 and move into 2025 with happiness. What do we not know that if we did would make a difference for us now? So let me shuffle. Hang on. Okay. Let me move the microphone out a bit. All right. Oh, so this is good. Okay. So the first card that I got is the Treasure Island card. Oh, this is an amazing card for all of you watching. Okay. I was going to say, what did I do with my book? All right. So, Treasure Island. The Treasure Island card itself is about the law of attraction, bringing dreams into fruition, the results of positive thinking made manifest, abundance appearing as if from nowhere, financial gains, and the sharing of good fortune. I mean, I'll take that for the rest of the year, right? Okay, so it says you've worked hard and acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance. And suddenly, in the midst of it all, you hit the jackpot. You have uncovered the map to buried treasure and tapped the unlimited potential within you. What you must hone now is your ability to recognize when X marks the spot, because some of these golden opportunities may not be obvious, but others may not be. Some of them may be obvious, but others may not be so readily apparent. Trust your intuition to light your way now as you enter this truly prosperous phase, where all the long hard work navigating your inner life is now paying off externally. In all aspects of your life at this time, you have good fortune. Don't forget to enjoy it and share it with others, as treasured shared multiplies like magic. So what is the universe saying to us with this? It's saying to us, you can relax a little bit. All of the work that you have been doing has the potential, if you continue to manage your vibration and keep yourself in alignment, has the potential to manifest with ease. It's telling you, stop stressing about it for the rest of the year. And by the way, when you stop stressing about it, you open yourself up to it. When you can shift your energy and your belief around it, you open yourself up to it. And that's what this card is saying. It's saying you can relax. Things are going to come to you with ease. Believe that. And it is also saying to you that keep yourself open to new possibilities. You know, in the higher help method, I tell you decide what you want, but then tell the universe this or something better. So, what you're trying to create, what you're trying to manifest, how you are trying to get through the next 2 months, it may not play out in the exact way you're thinking. That's why I always tell you to let go of the how. I did a whole weekly spirit boost on it, a couple boosts back. It may not come in a way that may seem obvious, right? So in other words, if you're trying to manifest money, you might not just get an unexpected check in the mail, or you might not, or vice versa, you might get an unexpected check in the mail and not get an opportunity from somewhere. But it may come into your existence, your life, in a way that doesn't necessarily match something that you think. So it's saying hone your ability to recognize when X marks the spot. I was just reading this book, and the person was saying, because I'm always reading new books, and this was about it has manifesting things in it. And so the book was talking about waiting versus watching. And this is so what this card is talking about, you guys, right? Waiting versus watching. Waiting is like, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. It's not here yet. It's not here yet. Where is it? I must be doing something wrong. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting. My gosh, look at all the time that has passed. Well, I'm waiting. That's waiting. Watching is I am on the lookout for signs that it's coming. I am on the lookout for the opportunities that I know are headed my way, right? That's what this card is saying. Be on the lookout for opportunities. I am in the waiting. I just saw Mary come up saying, I am in the waiting. Get out of the waiting. You want to be, that's why step 4 is in the higher help method is receiving the signs and taking action. Part of receiving the signs is looking for them and expecting them because you know the universe is on it. So, what this card is telling us is we have to hone our ability to know when X marks the spot because some of these things might be completely obvious, like shifts open up at work to make more money. That's obvious, right? Like, oh yeah, this is obvious. I can make more money. But some of them might not be obvious. So an opportunity might come in that might not right away seem like an opportunity to get you forward in whatever area you're stuck. Like if you're trying to manifest a relationship and, somebody asks you to come over for something, it's not a party or anything. I'm just giving you an example. Somebody asks you to come over and you go over and then, suddenly another person makes a surprise appearance that person didn't even know was coming and you wind up meeting that person and that's your relationship. Or you meet that person who introduces you to your relationship, right? That invitation for that to come over and hang out with them or to go over for coffee or whatever it is definitely has no obvious thing of I'm going to go over and meet my soulmate through this coffee interaction, right? It's not obvious. But you're going to go there and you're going to see and you're going to go, oh, and you're going to start seeing the connections happen. So things happen sometimes that we don't recognize while they're happening. But if we are not waiting and we are watching, we are open to all. And that is what this card is saying. Be open to all the possibilities and watch for them to appear because this is telling you you can do it by the end of the year. You can end the end of the year in a better place, in a different place, in a happier place, in a more successful place, moving closer to what it is you desire. If you remember that it's possible and if you are on the lookout for it because you're doing the higher help method, I hope, and you are asking the universe for help and then watching for the results to start trickling in, watching for those breadcrumbs to drop that are going to move you forward because that's how it works. And if you are not constantly saying to yourself, if you are saying to yourself, it's not here yet, versus I can't wait to see what comes in next, totally two different vibrations. Right? Totally two different mindsets, totally two different thoughts. If you can just shift that, you'll see differences. So this card is saying open up to the different possibilities because the rest of this year can be amazing for you. Okay? Okay. That's the first card. The second card for everyone is a leg up. A leg up. A leg up, showing Instagram as well. A leg up. So you see the little polar bear guy is crawling on the back of the big polar bear guy. Okay? So, what this card is talking about, which I love because in the whole with the whole higher help method, I tell you, I still have cat hair on me from this cat. And she's curled up now after she left me with her hair. What this card is telling you is that you're not going to do it on your own. And that's not just higher helpers. That's also higher helpers bringing in your earth angels, bringing in your physical helpers in this world, lining you up with these people. It's also telling you to look for help. So let's read the card. Because how are we going to get here? Not by ourselves. Not by ourselves. Not by ourselves in the physical world, not by ourselves, including higher helpers. So let's just see what this is. Hold on. Okay. So a leg up is about receiving help, delegating authority, and interdependence. So this card says, you've come to the point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all areas of your life when you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. And I want to read, well, you know what? I'm going to read the other two messages too, which I didn't do for the first card, but they all kind of say the same thing in the first card. But for this one, specifically around relationships in your life, okay? Move this microphone close so I can back up. Okay. So relationship message. It says relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you just as you are there for them. So my overgivers, this is for you. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust. You will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask and it is given. This is in relationships. This is in asking the universe. There are so many people that I see in sessions that are blocked in some area, and there's issues with asking. It's not okay to ask. I shouldn't even want this. Looking at, are you one of those people that has issues receiving, and you know who you are? You know that you're an overgiver. You know that if you're someone that asks, if someone offers you something and you go, no, 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 it's okay, I got it. You need to start opening up to that, because the way to what you desire often involves other people. When you ask the universe for help, it starts setting into motion. How can I get this person to what they want or something better that they don't even know is available to them? Okay, what can I do? Who can I put in their path that might be able to lead them to the perfect thing? What conversation can they overhear? Who do they need to meet? Who do I need to mobilize that's already in their life to provide the answer? You have to be able to receive the help. And you have to open yourself up to asking for it, whether you are asking the universe for help, which should always be your first priority, and then Do I need to ask others? Do I need to find someone in my career that is doing what I want to do and ask them how? Do I need to hire someone, years ago when I decided, I'm old and I should probably I wasn't old, but I'm old enough that I should probably find my person now. I hired a dating coach, right? When my sister kind of like pushed it on me and I didn't want to do it, but I thought, you know what, this will signal to the universe that I'm ready. So I hired help. Now I wound up finding my husband in a totally different way than what this woman was telling me to do. But I opened myself up and boom, he came in. He came in within about a month in a completely different way, right? How can you get help to move you forward? And it starts with asking the universe so that it can put these people in your life. And then your job is to accept the help when it comes. This card is also telling us if you ask, we're going to send the help in. If you ask, it's going to come. So, over these next couple of months, expect opportunities for help to start coming in. Your job is to receive and say yes and act on them. Okay? But let's read the prosperity message. So the prosperity message says, "Now is the perfect time to seek advice from a mentor or a business advisor who has been where you want to go." I literally just said this. "To help you get there too. If you do, you will receive very good counsel that will aid in your prosperity. It may also be the case that your endeavors have grown and you are in a position where you just can't do it all yourself anymore. Time to bring in those who can give you a leg up. Trust that help is available and it will indeed appear. Delegate authority to others so you can take steps toward your big dream. The people the perfect people will arrive at the perfect time, so long as you step forward and with mustard speed seed of faith. Oh, somebody's saying Facebook didn't work for them, but I have people on Facebook here, so I'm not sure what's going on. Sorry, I got distracted. Um, but yes, the YouTube, I'm live on YouTube as well. Okay. So basically the universe is saying with these two cards, right? It's possible. You've done all the work and things are starting to happen. You just need to open yourself up to how these things are going to happen in terms of it may not come in the way that I think it's going to come in, but I am open to possibilities and I'm going to use my intuition and I'm going to trust the guidance that comes in that I can move forward on the things that come through. But this card is saying to you, like, you are primed for the rest of this year. You have done so much work that you are primed for things to start happening. But you need to be open to the help. You need to be open to the help. You need to ask for the help. You need to allow the help. You need to expect the help. Again, the watching for where is the universe dropping the breadcrumbs. I need to be open and pay attention, right? So that's sort of what these two things are saying. Now, normally I just use this one deck, but I thought to change things up. And you guys know I had Colette Baron read on here maybe at like a month or so ago, maybe even more than a month ago. Was it September? I don't remember. It was probably more than a month ago, I think, actually now. And we talked about her new deck. And we talked about how this goes with this deck. So I thought, let me do a little reading with the new deck to see how it goes with the advice we just got. Why not, right? Let's just do it. It's the end of the year. We need advice. We need help. We need a lift. Okay. So we're going to do this one as well. Okay. So this is the Guides of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reid. I do tend to love her decks. So let's ask the same question here to the Guides of the Hidden Realms. Let's ask, what do we most need to know, understand, or be aware of? So I still have all of the universe, my angels, my guides, my loved ones who have passed on, and all those in my soul society, only those of the highest vibration with me. We are using another deck. So we are going to ask for, once again, everyone who is live or on this replay, what do they most need to know, understand, or be aware of to move forward in happiness, success, ease, joy, love for the next couple of months and the remainder of 2024? What do we not know that if we did would make these 2 months easier and end on a positive note as we move into 2025? And let's see what comes through. Okay. So, okay. Okay, so the first card, let me go to it. The first card is what is holy, what is true. And this card says appreciation, uh witnessing the unmerited gift of grace. I'm going to show you the card. I just wanted to read what it says on it. But what is holy, what is true? That is what this card is. So let's see what it says for us. Okay. So it says key concepts of this card is recognizing the sacred quality of life, appreciation, witnessing the unmerited gift of grace and miracles. It says there are moments when your entire being resonates with the sacred knowing that you are in the right place. You stand in a place of witnessing, of being present and in deep appreciation. This can happen effortlessly when you practice daily gratitude and choose to see the world and everything in it as a sacred gift from the divine. Gosh, that is hard sometimes. Especially when things are not going our way. When you are so connected to spirit, you see through the lens of spirit, and miracles are easy to spot. Even the tiniest ones sparkle in your eyes as great and valuable gifts. Right now, know that whatever is moving through you, through your life, is an essential part of your destiny. Be present and be grateful, for this is holy and this is true and in perfect divine form. You are in an auspicious place, and you can be assured that all is well. Relinquish the focus and need for more on the outside. Turn inward. Appreciation, reverence for the divine is all you need. Be open to receiving your blessings. So, this is saying, so in addition to, like, the first reading was talking all about us finally moving into this place where we are manifesting, finally kind of hitting the jackpot, right? And making sure that we open our intuition so that we can notice where X marks the spot. Okay. And it was saying that help is going to come in and we need to ask for it, be open to it, and receive it. This card is really talking about us sort of managing our own state as things are happening in our life. And this is why I always say, and this has been since my first book, The Universe is Talking to You. I really do believe, and I know this is hard to hear depending on where you are in your life right now, but I truly do believe everything happens for a reason. We don't understand it when it's happening. We don't understand why it's happening. But when we look back, we can often see why things have happened and where they eventually took us to a better place. Okay. And so this card is talking about staying in that place of appreciation, understanding that no matter what is happening in our life, it all is well. If you want the next 2 months to remain in a positive space, in a joyful space, that does not mean that the next 2 months are going to be sunshine and roses every day. It could be, and if it is, that's amazing. God bless you and go with that. But it doesn't mean that every moment of every day is not going to bring with it disappointment, something that upsets us. The goal is to understand that things are happening in our life and they are unfolding in our life for reasons beyond sometimes what we understand, but we can choose how we react to it. We can take a step back and witness it and say, I know this is happening, but I can appreciate the things that I do have. Feel your feelings. If you are disappointed, feel it's okay to be disappointed. I remember a while back, I was upset about something and I was like, I don't know, I just can't shake this. Like, I just need to clear something or whatever. And my husband was like, Tammy, it's okay to be disappointed. Right. And it just like hit me for a second. And I was like, no, you're right. Like, I can sit in this for a minute and then move past it. And it was like, as soon as I gave myself permission to be, it's okay to be disappointed in something, it shifted, right? So I'm not telling you not to feel your feelings, but shift into gratitude for what you have, managing that, understanding things are unfolding for a reason. And the universe told you in that first reading that you can get to where you want. So go back to believing it's possible. This card is talking all about everything that's happening in your life, understanding that it's taking you somewhere and moving back into gratitude and allowing things to happen and moving through them with more ease. Because when we start fighting them, when we start thinking something shouldn't be happening, when we start fighting against something, we are messing up everything inside of us, right? So it's saying like, be more inward, pay more attention to what's happening inside of you than what is happening outside of you, because what's inside of you then will dictate what's coming next outside of you. So that's the advice for how to manage ourselves as we're moving through to what we desire by the end of the year. Okay. And that will help us maintain happiness and ease no matter what is happening. Okay. Which is basically what we asked for advice for. Okay. The second card we got is in the reverse position, but I'm just going to show you the card. It's called Enough for Now and Always. So this is the card, Enough for Now and Always. And if you're not familiar with this deck, by the way, these are all of these are based on paintings that Colette Baron Reed did on how she saw these different guides. But this is in the reverse position. So let's see what this is. So hold on. Okay. So the card is Enough for Now and Always. So I'm going to give you the key concepts and then we'll do the reversed meaning. So the key concepts are you are enough, worthiness, having what you need, faith in needs being met, our need for emotional and intellectual nourishment, asking for help and getting it. Does that sound familiar to the beginning of this weekly spirit boost and the first reading that we did? Okay. So this is in the reversed position. So this is what we need to remember about how we can move through things with more ease over these next couple of months. It says, how much energy do you expend hustling to prove your worth? It's not your fault. Social media seduces us to need the approval of strangers on a daily basis. It's a sneaky way to take your attention away from real meaningful experiences. But the only person you need approval from is yourself. You are enough. You were born enough. And there is enough in this world for you. It's important to move out of scarcity thinking and allow yourself to contemplate the abundance in the world. Yes, there is an abundance of everything, light and shadow, and you get to pick what you pay attention to. The more you focus on what nourishes you and act as if you believe the universe will have your back, the more you will notice. As you align with that, you attract more into your life. If you want true nourishment and prosperity, you have to make space for it. So how much are you willing to receive? Told you guys I love this deck. I'm so glad I did both of these together. So, in addition to the accepting things as they are. This is like a radical acceptance things, not fighting against things, finding gratitude when you can while feeling your feelings in the moment, but then intentionally shifting yourself out of it. Okay. So that we can keep ourselves in alignment. This card is talking about your belief in yourself, in understanding that you really are whole and perfect as you were created, and you are enough, and you do deserve to get what you want. And and not only that you are enough, but there really is enough for you out there. And opening yourself up to that, choosing to believe that when you go into that doubt and that waiting phase, shifting yourself out of it and saying, no, there is enough. No, it is possible for me to create what I want because others have done it and I am no different. I am no different than the people that I see getting what they want. They're just doing things differently. And so I'm going to choose to do things differently. I'm going to choose to change my mind and know that I can have this, that I can focus on watching for the signs that I know are coming. That's a very different vibration. And that is what this card is sort of pushing us to remember. So if we want to get to that Treasure Island card, we need to ask for help and receive the help from the universe, from our earth angels that the universe puts in our path. We need to be open to receiving that. We need to be looking for it in the external world, expecting it to come in. We need to manage our vibration and realize all really is well, even when it doesn't look like it. And you can go back into your past for when the bottom has dropped out in your life before, and how I promise you it brought you to somewhere better. It brought you to someone better. It brought you to a better job, a better relationship, whatever it might be, right? And the other piece of this is knowing that you are enough, that you have everything you need to create what you desire. I know we think we don't. I know we think we need to know more. There's nothing wrong with I'm a reader. I'm constantly reading new things. I just told you something I read recently this morning, right? It's okay to search and to learn and to grow, but remember, you have everything you need within you. And you are enough, and there is enough for you. And you can find proof that there is enough when you see other people achieving things. We are no different than them. We can have what we desire. We may not know how, but the how is not up to us. It doesn't matter. So this is what we're going to do to manage our energy, to shift our energy, to get to that treasure island by the end of the year, remembering it is possible. It is possible if we follow some of these clues, some of this advice that the universe is giving us through these cards. And I feel like, this is for everybody who's watching this live or on the replay, right? So I feel like it's saying to all of you, you are enough. You have everything you need. You've been doing the work. You have been doing the work. And it's going to start taking form in the external world for you. If you are open to the help, if you are asking for the help, if you are managing your vibration, if you are remembering that things are happening for a reason, and it's okay if something disappointing comes in the next 2 months. I'm going to keep moving because I'm ending this year on a high note, and I know that good is coming, and I am watching for the good, for the signs, for the help, all of it. And I know that it's out there, and I know that it's out there in abundance, and I can choose to connect to that. I can choose to connect to that by being grateful for what I have already, and that will instantly shift my vibration. If you can take this advice into the next 2 months, you will have an easier time. And I'm remembering this too. I always, even in my membership community, when I do my monthly uh Facebook lives with them, and we do a group reading and individual readings. I take it for me too. I'm part of it, right? So I believe that this message is for me too. I'm not just reading for you, I'm reading for myself. So I have to remember this myself as I'm moving through the rest of the year, which again, I can't believe it's already less than 2 months. And I really am going to focus, I think, especially obviously if other topics come up that I want to talk about, because I never really overly plan these weekly spirit boosts. I kind of go with spirit on what I need to discuss. But I do want to start talking to you a little bit about kind of prepping for what you want to create next year. I'm actually going to be launching my last class of the year, which is actually two classes. It's a two-part masterclass. So you're getting two classes with me, called Manifest Your Best Year Ever 2025. And we are going, I can't wait. It's my favorite thing to do. It just sets you up for everything you need. So you hit the ground running in January for creating what you desire. And so I am going to be talking about different tips and different things that you can do to get through these next couple of months to prepare for 2025, and what you're going to allow to flow in. And so this reading really, I think, sets us up for, here's what we need to do, know, and focus on, right? So the universe told us what we need to know. We know that it's possible. We know that it's that help is coming if we ask for it and look for it. And then what do we need to do? That was the second reading, right? So, I just want you to remember this and take this with you through the next couple months. If something happens, if something crazy goes down or whatever might be going on, I want you to go back and remember that the universe is saying, it's possible. It is possible. And you really are creating the things that you desire if you can do the work that you need to do on your end, which is what are you focusing on? What are you putting your energy on? What are you believing about the possibilities of it all coming through? So oh my gosh, I went almost over 45 minutes, but that's okay. So if you have any questions, you can pop them in to the chat. I just see a lot of people saying hello and believing and yes, Mary says not waiting, get watching. Yes. Yes, we're not waiting. We're watching for the signs to come in. I love it. And so in terms of my cats, I'll just end on this. Again, if you go to my Facebook or my Instagram stories, you will see a video that I took of them last night being quite peaceful together. Things have been better. They have been more peaceful. Are they perfect? Nope. Did I expect it to blink and, like I Dream of Jeannie, it would be perfect right away? No, I didn't. That would be great. Sometimes it is, but it is highly improved. Highly improved. Still saying my prayer every day that I created for myself. Still doing all of the things that started to come in when I started asking for help, which is the medication that I'm giving Callie to quell some of her anxiety. I'm doing the holistic bully stuff for Dasher so that he is not such a bully. I have the diffusers in the house, the feel away, and all of that. So there is some progress, and I'm excited about it. And so I will keep you posted. But I did post a video last night of the two of them just kind of like, you know, and it's funny because I find myself saying to my husband, like, do you hear how quiet it is? She's not hissing. He's not jumping on her. Oh my gosh. Right. And the other thing about that whole thing that I did this several episodes ago was that I knew I needed to shift my vibration, and I needed to start watching for the signs that things were changing for the better, right? So instead of what I was doing was, oh my God, they're in the same room together. Oh my God, what's going to happen? What is she going to do? Oh God, is he going to buy? See, he's looking at her. He's looking at her. Something's going to happen. That's what I was doing before, right? That was not helping anything. So I had to shift myself and start watching for the progress. and assuming the progress was going to happen, knowing that I've enacted my higher help, I've asked for help, I've taken action on the signs that have come in and the help that has come in. I had to shift myself, and I have. Now, I still sometimes find myself going, when I hear like the hiss, which there is still some hissing, and the hissing is from her because she wants him to get away from her. But there's still some progress. So I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it. You guys, I tell you, you can use the higher help method for anything. So stay tuned because I still believe things can even improve more. So stay tuned. One of these days, maybe they'll be cuddled together. I don't know. But I'll just take peace over cuddling. I'm all right if they don't cuddle. I would love them to cuddle, but I'm okay if they don't. I'm just open to this or something better. Peace or something better. That's what I'm open to. So anyway, that is my cat update. Again, be sure to I'm gonna try and post more updates on the stories on Instagram and Facebook so you guys can see some of the progress because some of it is really truly incredible. Incredible some of the things that I've seen with them. So stay tuned. And again, as you go into this weekend, whatever state of mind you're in, however you are feeling about the election, however you are feeling about anything that is happening in your life, your job is to work on you right now. And that means do something to bring you joy, whether you're celebrating or not celebrating, whatever is happening. I want you to move into this weekend as I tell you to move into every weekend by doing something that brings you joy, no matter how small, no matter how big. I don't care what it is. Plan it out and do it. Do it between now and Sunday evening to boost your vibration, to open you up to signs, to align you with the things that you're trying to create, and just because you deserve it and it will make you feel better. So go and do that this weekend. I will be back here next Thursday for another weekly spirit boost with all of you. And until then, I'm sending you my joy, my happiness. I hope you enjoyed this advice from the universe via oracle cards. And I will see you all next Thursday. Bye, everyone. Oh, and be sure to like the video on the way out. Always forget to say that if you like this. Be sure to hit that like button if you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. Bye, everyone.